Talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They begin with Henry. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way. If he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Zerline now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway in Foxborough. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. 5 yards on the game's first play. 2nd down. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's George Karlaftis greeting him behind the line with a big stop.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Henry up the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards there and a Washington 1st. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Pats are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And he's got room. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A.J. Dillon, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Patriots use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go. Still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
The touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On third down, Henry. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 36. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Two seconds to go, first quarter. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They run once more with Dillon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A.J. Dillon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. The touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Open man is Keyshawn Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. 2nd and 8 coming up. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When you talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
Well, going for Jefferson downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Draw play, Dillon. And he gets it down to the 32. 136 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 9 yards on the play and a first down. They run again with Dillon. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They'll look to run with Dillon. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. And Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Allen going to go to the air right away. Escaping the pressure right. He finds his man, complete. That's done. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Allen now on first down. Flushed out right. The ball comes out, and it's Washington that scoops it up. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And the Raiders are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So after the INT, it's Allen eluding the pressure right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Allen. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And again, it's Allen. Throw left side complete. That's done. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Play action. Now it's Allen.
Not many times and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. To the air. Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And the Raiders are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 2nd quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Done. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. From the gun, it's Allen. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as you're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now. On second down, here's Henry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. From the gun on third down, Rodgers going deep for Hopkins. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Merton Hanks. And the Raiders are going to have it here just past the 25.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Allen's throw pulled in by Marshall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards there for number 15. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Allen. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Allen now looks to throw. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Throwing on first down is Allen. Sliding out of the pocket. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Throwing is Rodgers. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Merton Hanks. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, a combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. A tie game. I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense at the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
And now you've given good field position here to start the third quarter. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A give to Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Washington. Derrick Henry, 45 yards. And the Commanders have taken the lead. Gano on for the extra point. Well, this will frustrate a coach right here. The flag is out before they get off the extra point, and this is going to be a delay of game. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Another attempt now from 5 yards further back. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes it at the 7. And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. We often give credit to the O-line there. Two tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and...
Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Pick. Storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks. Certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. A short kick taken at the 18. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They begin with Henry. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Henry. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Jamie Gillen now on to punt. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. Max Crosby, the one who got in there for the stop. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. On 1st down, Tagovailoa setting up the screen here to Edwards. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years at not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
We're scoreless after 1. Tua on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. A first down carry for Henry. And he's got some space here. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. Derrick Henry. A 50. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Michael Badgley now to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Henry again on second down. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Henry up the middle. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and all the way down to the 7-yard line. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a first and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try again. And this time he's going to lose yardage as they push him back to the 4-yard line. Officially it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. Henry. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The big back Derrick Henry held out of the end zone. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. They'll give Henry another shot. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
Patriots now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up a bit, a little bit, didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
And they'll be stopped at the 28. On a play that started at the 14, they pick up 14. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Hurts to throw. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. From Commanders' territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Jason Taylor. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 32-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Yeah, especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Rodgers. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Henry again on 2nd down. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Play action. Here's Hurts. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this one is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Taken in at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game. And
Hurts fumbles it, and it's Washington that scoops it up. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So we thought maybe they would have a chance to extend this lead on the opening drive of the second half. Instead, they cough it up.
Obviously not an ideal start when you're trying to get a little separation, and I can guarantee that they talked about that in the locker room. Let's get out there, start this quarter the right way. Let's try to put some points on the board and create some space.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Steps away to his left. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Throwing is Hurts. He'll buy some, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jason Taylor able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Everybody was was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by two-time All-Pro Rodney Harrison. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Gano's kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, you need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation, they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense, get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, it's Hurts. Pushes him over. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Off the option, here's Henry. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 75 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, guy, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And the busy night for Henry continues. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Inside handoff, Henry. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Rodgers. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Justin Jefferson, 46 yards. And the Commanders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. So Washington now with an important 2-point conversion attempt. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Night Train Lane. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try the right side with Henry. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Not totally
to throw it. Quick throw out to the perimeter. Maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
1-yard gains are trending. The same result on first, second, and third down. Gano. Defensive perspective, though. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. He's got a man. Complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Conner going to get it again on 2nd down. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Henry. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The pitch to Henry. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Henry up the middle. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Jags are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The drive will start with Connor, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Connor up the middle. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Throwing is Jackson. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Jags with a football to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Toss play, Connor. Able to slither by. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 33. Play action. Now Jackson. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27 at 12. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 3, 2nd and a yard. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. James Conner, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars post the first. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good convergence there defensively. Only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Rodgers. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Say hello to Haloti Ngata. He gets there on the sack. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Now Brown. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, Charles, we saw pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. The gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. covers his blockers to get this up over the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers.
Open man is Keyshawn Johnson. On the move past the 40.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Rodgers now to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe making a 2-score game.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. So that, Charles, may be the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something? Because we're into the 3rd quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again to Henry.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 51 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Henry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line.
Henry will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he powers his way up past the 30. There we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They go play action with Jackson. Steps away. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. They're going to run. Here's Connor. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Throwing, Jackson.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Washington looking for another timeout, and they get it.
As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Jackson.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Night Train Lane.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Gano's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted.
Picked up by 2-time All-Pro Rodney Harrison.
And the Commandos are going to take possession of the football. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.